what it is, folks. Times have changed, and they will never be the same. Old school, for all you old schools out there like me, y'all know I stay on that gas now. I stay on that gas. Hey, listen here. Times have changed. Things will never be the same. And we're living in a world of, I told you, transmogrification, selfishness, hatred, but at the same time, we in a time zone, in a time frame of what we call acceptance. As sad as it is to say, and as heartbreaking as it is, old heads like me, of course, I got to maintain my maturity. And I got to maintain my status as a man in a transmogrified society. Follow me now. Years ago, I remember standing in lines to pay bills. I remember times of having to go to a certain establishment and you had to be in person to take care of your business. I remember times of when hardworking individuals got paid. They got an actual paycheck. See, now you don't get paychecks. You know, everything is digital now. You know, you get paid, you get a check stub, your check stub come to your email, and you can go see, look at your check stub, you know, in your email. And your earnings automatically downloaded through your direct deposit or whatever the case may be. You know, you don't have to deal with nobody and have them cash a check or nothing. You know, these are the new times. Paying bills. That's the angel of light on me back there, the light of angels. Paying bills. Individuals don't have to go to a certain establishment these days to pay a bill. You can pay your bills right online. I'm from the old school, you understand what I'm saying? And it took me a minute to get with the new times. I remember a couple of years ago, man, I was standing in lines, you know, still paying light bills, water bills, and whatever case may be, phone bills. I do all that now just on my phone. I pay all my bills, you know, over the internet, sitting right there at the foot of my bed paying bills. So what's your point, working man? The point I'm making is this. You know, even though I'm old school, you know what I'm saying, I have to maintain my maturity. But at the same time, I had to accept the facts that things have changed. And I had to get with the times. So with all that being said, listen, man, you know, all that talk about unity, black folks coming together, being one and uniting and this and that, and, you know, the black pride and blase blah, and you know, all that. Let me tell you something, man. It's over for that shit. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think there's no hope for us as a race of people when it comes to the future, for the simple fact we have been knocked in the head at high noon, and I mean knocked in the head at high noon. We have been psychologically programmed and psychologically damaged for so many years. Man, we too far gone, man. They threw the hook out there. I told you, look how the fish are biting. Do y'all see the shit? You know, look at YouTube. Man, let me tell you something, man. For years, black women have been hating black men. And this shit is deeper than just your average thought. This shit is serious, man. You dig? And I remember the days of Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad and or whatever the case may be, you know, what's my man name? Noble Drew Ali, Moore Signs, Temple, and you know, the 5% nation of gods and earth. You know, I'm with all of that. And I'm from that cloth. Of course, as an old school individual, I maintain and I'm solid. But I'm trying to maintain and be solid amongst a world of people that's on a whole different page. Just like my man Tupac said, it's hard to be an angel amongst demons. You dig? Here I is, here I be, and here I go. Trying to maintain my old school traditional values. But I'm surrounded in a world, surrounded by individuals who've been psychologically programmed and damaged, transmogrified to be the total opposite by any and all means necessary. Listen, your kids don't even belong to you today. They belong to social media. You ain't raising your children. Social media raising your children, and rappers and entertainers are raising your children. They are programming your children from a psychological standpoint. See, it ain't no more love, man, in the black community. We done. We done. It was once said that it was a damn shame that we was taught to be individuals and not taught to be a unit. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When it comes to certain levels and certain aspects in life and these days and times, it's okay to be an individual and think from an individual standpoint. Like I say, it's hard to be an angel amongst demons. You surrounded in a world of people who don't give a fuck about unity, who don't give a fuck about black love, who don't give a fuck about black pride. So here you is running through the jungle with your war suit on, talking about unity, 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 unity. You running amongst 10,000 people. And out of 10,000 people, you the only motherfucker screaming unity. So guess what that means? That means that you're going to have to be at war with your own people. Y'all don't hear me though. And that's where we at. We too far gone as a people, man. We are gone. We have been damaged. So, you know, at this point, I don't have no choice but to think from an individual standpoint. Transmogrified society, man. You know what I'm saying? Men ain't even men no more. Women ain't even women no more. Women trying to be men, men trying to be motherfucking women. I come from a different world, man. I come from a world where men was men and women was women. You know, it was written in a book. And the funny thing about it is the society that we living in this transmogrified society, and the shit that's being accepted, there's certain groups of people out here who should really be screaming at the top of their lungs. For sure, man. Who should be screaming at the top of their lungs. And the people who should be screaming at the top of their lungs should be your motherfucking churches. If they real about who they say they are and about what they believe in. Now, I ain't no religious man, but I'm a traveling man. I've been a lot of places. Traveled a lot of places, if you understand what I mean. Traveling man. Have I traveled on my feet and have I traveled around the world physically? No. But mentally, I have been everywhere. I'm like the wind. I'm all over this bitch. And one of the places that I traveled to was the Bible. And in the Bible, it clearly states that if a man act like a woman or dress like a woman, he should be put to death. If a woman act like a man or dress like a man, she should be put to death. Now, I know a lot of y'all will say, well, you know, then you got the New Testament. Okay, well, what is the New Testament called? According to their book, according to their Bible, it says that this book should never be changed or rewritten. So who gave man the right to write the New Testament? Nothing have changed. Men should not act like women. Women should not act like men. According to the book, that is an abomination to what you believe to be God. But these same entities, these same motherfucking churches who stand up in there every Sunday, take your money, put out a collection plate, but would not speak out against this shit when it's written in their book. Yet still what they do, they accept it, allow it, as well as promote it. To me, that sounds like a contradiction. Your book says one, but you doing another. Self-explanatory. See, the old school got to accept the fact things have changed. Your man Charleston White say in 50 years, black people won't exist. I say in 100 years, black people or white people won't exist. It'll be a whole new world. Simp of the Year award. Red Supreme having the Simp of the Year award. Man, let me tell y'all something about simps, man. Simps ain't gonna never go nowhere. They gonna always be here. Man, I know cats right now, I'm talking about simping, Man, this is unbelievable how these niggas with females, they ain't got nothing to offer to them but another nigga's children. Hey, you know, it's like how you try to get people to stand up and let's boycott, but it ain't but one or two where you standing up that's down for the boycott, but the rest of them still saying, nah, we gonna go and work master job. They make it hard for the motherfuckers that trying to stand up for what's real and make a difference. And that's what the simps do. The simps are the motherfuckers who, we gonna stay on master plantation. And we gonna play accordingly. So they make it hard for other people. Simp Nation. Yeah, you could call them Simp Nation. But at the same time, man, no one understands something. Once again, and I got to stick to the topic. We got to accept the fact, old schools, we're living in a new day and a new time, man. Shit that we find to be offensive or shameful. I'm hearing these young cats out here. I can't believe it, man, how you got these young individuals out here, young men and young women, you know, it's being gay is the new shit. Being gay is the new shit. That shit is accepted. No disrespect to the alphabet community. No disrespect to Axe, Nathan, YouTube, the front row. Man, listen here. I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of these motherfuckers that y'all see on YouTube, man, they fakers, man. Man, a lot of these motherfuckers y'all see on YouTube, they ain't real, man. They ain't genuine. They ain't genuine. And you have to beware. I'm gonna tell you something. Beware the YouTube plants. A lot of individuals are put out here through the system, through entities they put on YouTube. And I'm gonna tell you how you know a YouTube plant, because a YouTube plant can get on YouTube and say anything. Let me tell you something. If I start talking about raping white women and doing all kind of crazy shit, I would be diminished ASAP. But I'm just saying, listen, that's my whole point. You living in a world, you living in a society, man, where everything have changed. You can't trust nothing. You can't trust nothing. You dig? And like I say, you know, we living in a world where, you know, it's okay for, you know, I'm telling you, I'm hearing young niggas say, you know, this is the new world. You know, the homo thing, you know, they messing with trainers and, you know, whatever the case may be, and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And you got females who, you know, laying with other women, you know, using dildos and performing cunnilingus on one another and blase, blase, blah. This is the new world. This is what's happening, and it's only gonna progress and get worse. So, man, please, I beg you to protect your children. But once again, like I told you, you know, like years ago, when at one time you had to stand in line to pay your bills, now you can pay your bills over the internet. So those of us who got some age on us, what we had to do, we had to maintain who we are as individuals, but we had to get with the new times and do things a little different. So what we have to do different now is we have to accept. We have to accept the fact. It can be your children. It can be your daughter, I guarantee you. Some of your sons gonna grow up and they gonna be fag boys. Some of your daughters, they gonna grow up and they gonna be lickety-lickety. I'm telling you, man. So, you know, it's going down. It's going down, man. It's going down. It's a damn shame how it's been set up by design. See, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know, you can get on YouTube and you can say a lot of things. And, you know, once you get to saying certain things, like, for example, me, little old me, man, I try to make videos. I'm talking about they'll cut my shit silent, man. They do. I have to go live now just to make a video so you can hear me because they will actually cut my video silent. And like I say, man, as heartbreaking as it is, you know, as hard as it is for a masculine individual like me to accept what I have to accept of the day. Listen here, man, ain't no more pro-black. Oh, we come together as the black community. Man, look at that shit done been destroyed. The enemies done program your people so much. We are so far gone as far as being predictively programmed. That shit ain't happening. I'm a true believer in that now. You know, I believe in black love. And for those who believe in black love and they still with black women or whatever the case may be, black women still with black men, make the best of it. You know, but that shit is diminishing. I'm telling you, man, war don't always consist of bombs and bullets. The worst war can be psychologically. Man, when you attack a people psychologically, you can literally program them and turn them into a whole different species, even though they still look like the people that you label them as, but no. You know what I mean? They under hypnosis. They under a whole different species. And this is the reason why they implemented things like school and attack you at an early age. See, I remember times when they had you in school and they had every student in there drinking that goddamn floss and shit. See, they were doing something to your brain then. Not only after they had you drink that motherfucking floss, those that's around my age, you remember this shit. After they had you to drink that floss and gargle your floss, they made you stand up in front of the American flag, which was so shameful to every black student in the school. They made you stand up in front of that motherfucking American flag and say this shit every morning. They made you recite. They made you do like this here, like you in court. And every morning they had you stand up in front of that fucking flag and say, I pledge allegiance. Do you know what it means to pledge allegiance to something? Do you know what it means to pledge allegiance to something? They made you, I'm telling you, psychologically programming you. Do you know what it means to pledge allegiance? They had you stand in front of that motherfucking flag every morning and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. First of all, how in the fuck are you gonna have black students, descendants of slaves, to stand up in front of a motherfucking flag every morning and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag, pledge allegiance to the flag of the motherfucker that enslaved you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, individual, and justice for all. When you know it ain't no justice for us, it's just us. This is what they done to you. This is how they, after they gave you that mouthwash shit and did this shit to your brain, they had you stand up in front of that flag and programmed you to pledge allegiance to a country who didn't give a fuck about you, enslaved you, then turned around and told you justice for all when you see that there is no justice for us. So you grew up, taught one thing but saying another. And they wonder why niggas so angry out here. Then my black women years ago were psychologically programmed to hate themselves. What you mean, working man? How you gonna say that? Years ago, they put out Revlon commercials, as they do today, and they promoted and perpetuated through the media, through television, that whiteness was beautiful. They put out the Revlon commercials and showed the little commercials with the women with their little string ass hair, the people with genetic defects and all this old shit. And they would always, in these Revlon commercials, they would put the camera deep into their eyes, and they would show the green and show the blue. Let me explain something to y'all. I don't know if y'all know it, but working man TV ain't no motherfucking joke. The work, see, the reason why non-people of color have eyes that's green and blue and shit, because they don't have any melanin. They don't have any carbon in the retina in the back of their eyes. So when you see a person like that with blue and green and eyes and shit like that, what you're looking at is their veins. These are the people with genetic defects. See, they don't have any melanin, they don't have any carbon in the retina in the back of their eyes. So you see they motherfucking veins. And what they did, they took genetic defects and made Revlon commercials and promoted the people with genetic defects to be beautiful. Psychologically programmed you to watch this shit for years, so black women and children and shit was growing up looking at TV and giving baby dolls. And you was being taught that this is beautiful. The people with genetic defects, you was taught that they was beautiful. So you know what that mean on the other end. You were psychologically programmed, been programmed to believe that you was ugly. So now what do you got? You got black women of the day running around with green and blue eyes and blonde wigs and shit. Don't even realize that they are the people with the dominant genes, and the people they trying to look like are the people with the recessive genes. Genetic defects and the shit that's really not beautiful was promoted as being beauty. This was the game being played. We gone as a people, and I really don't think it's no coming back. You know what I mean? I get targeted, man, on YouTube. They fuck with me hard. Yeah. We've been under attack for a long time, man. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Y'all got to understand something. When you go to war, I don't know if any of y'all ever been in a war or been to the military or whatever the case may be, but no one understands something. When you go to war, the most important part or the most important aspect of being in war is communications. Because see, when you out there in them fields, man, and this pitch black dog and this and that, and you got the, you got your weapons, and you out there to kill, you got to have communications. Meaning, you got to have somebody from the community stations that can inform you of what's happening. If you don't have no communications, you don't have nobody communicating with you, telling you, you need to go this way, or you need to go that way, or they, or whatever. You will just be out there in the blind. And see, that's what have happened to the black community. In the black community, our communications have been knocked out in this war of genetic survival. See, we don't have no communication. Only thing we doing right now is at each other's necks. And it's a goddamn shame, man. It's a wrap for us. You know, I'm proud to be, it's a shame, man. And I never thought that I would get to the point to where I would actually give up on us as far as coming together as a people. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who have been programmed to think from an individual standpoint, you know, now we're in a time where we have to think individual. And for those who thinking from an individual standpoint, then let's come together and think on an individual basis. It's not that you pulling away from your community or disassociating yourself from your community, but what you're doing is you just have to individually get your grind on and handle your business and do you. You know what I mean? Don't be looking for no niggas or, you know, no people of color to, you know, to really join you and big it up with you, man, because it's hard to be trusted, man. Family is important. Do this shit with your family. You know, even family can't be trusted at times, but if you're going to take any chances, do it with your family. Do that shit with your family. Start in your household. You know what I'm saying? Because out here in this society, man, I'm telling y'all, we gone, man. We gone. You know, every race of people, man, have unity. We don't have no motherfucking unity. I mean, this it's just a goddamn shame, man. That's all I can tell you. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame what's going on with us right now as a people. But like I told y'all, you know, divestment, I'm telling y'all something, man. That shit is a cult. It's some evil, wicked shit going on in that. And I don't give a damn what nobody say, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, man, in the book, in the Mishnah, in the Jews' book, because they consider themselves to be white. So they are brads. You know, it's a cult. And there's a lot of shit that's going on, man, that these people ain't talking. And see, that's the thing that pissed me off the most, because I'm so tired of people getting on YouTube. Oh, the black man, this and that, and da 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 da. Every motherfucking beam and focus is always on us, man. Always on us. Sometimes I can't even pull up at a motherfucking convenience store and just get some gas and go in there and get my little necessities that I need without a motherfucking tower. A police tower. Being out there over one of these stores and shit. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm an ex-convict. And I'll be goddamn if I'm finna be out here in society and I pull up at your store and I got to be overlooked by a damn tower like I'm on the yard being watched over by, you know, prison guards, and I'm going to the canteen. Going to the commissary to get what I need, because that's what that shit is like out here in society, man. You pull up at a convenience store, you know what I'm saying? You in a black community, you know how they fuck with us and do us, man. And you pull up at the store and, you know, you look over here, you got a motherfucking tower with the police sitting up in the air. Like you on the yard. Like prison. And this is what I told y'all, man. When I told y'all about what they said about you in the Constitution. When it comes to the Constitution, this is what they have written. They say that the black man and the black woman is 3/5 of a people. 3/5 of a people ain't shit. Which means they consider you to be animals. They consider you not even to be human. So once again, it's on, like I told y'all before, regardless whether you a divester or not, whether you're a black man with a white woman, you're a white woman you're a black man, black woman with a white man, It don't motherfucking matter. At the end of the day, at the court, according to their constitution, you still the same nigga that they wrote in the Constitution. I don't give a damn who you be with. I don't give a damn how much you divest. I don't give a damn how much you try to disassociate yourself from blacks. Listen, your ass is still three-fifths of a people. That's what they consider you to be. I don't give a damn how much y'all try to say, oh, you know, we not part of the black community or this and that. I heard a divester talking about, oh, we like them ghetto girls that popping their head and snapping their thumbs and this and that. Let me tell you something. I love them goddamn sisters. I love my people. I love my people. I love my damn people. Yes, you can snap your head all you want, snap your damn thumb, do what you do. Maintain your blackness. Yeah. Don't never sell yourself out for the slave masters' grandsons and shit. It's a motherfucking shame that our people fought as hard as they fought. Was beaten like they was beaten. Fought that they fought. Went through the Underground Railroad and did all the motherfucking things that they do, marched and protested for you to be where you at today. And you motherfuckers turn right back around and disrespect your ancestors and start sucking the phallus of the slave masters' grandsons. Yeah, it should just stayed in slavery. Yeah, it should have just stayed in slavery. Disrespect to the work of the old folks. So what I'm telling you old school now, you see how the work of your ancestors have been disrespected. All the shit that they went through. All the shit that they went through. All the pain that they suffered, the shit that they went through for you to be where your ass at today. You got divestors who say they don't even want to identify with them no more and turn around and start sucking the phallus of the same people who love to rape and molest and pedophile kids and shit. Straight up disrespect. So as a whole old head of the day, as an OG of today, listen. The last words I give to you, young ones, is something that I heard on YouTube, and that shit was deeper than 6 feet to me. You born looking like your mother and father, but you die looking like your decisions. That's the best I can do for you. You know, I don't think that motivational speeches is worth a damn anymore. You know, people talk about the rappers, the messages and the terrible messages that they putting out. You know, people talk about this and people talk about that, but what about the messages that are being put out in your home? What the fuck is that? What about the messages that are being put out within your household? Look at the shit that's being allowed to your children. Hey, it's a wrap for us as a people. They done a damn good job on us. Oh yeah, they did it to us. So only thing I'm telling y'all is, man, for those of y'all out there, you individuals who got something on your mind and you trying to pursue something and you trying to do something, man, listen here. I encourage you to handle your business and do what you got to do. What my man Carmel say, 3/5 of a person equals you missing your God and your nationality. Hey, yeah, no doubt, my man. See, you know what I'm saying? I'm in tune with that. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you know who you are. The only reason why I mention that is because this is how, like my man Ice Cube say, this is what they think of you. See, that's what they think of you. Let me read your comment again, my man. 3/5 of a person equals you missing your God and your nationality. No doubt. And see, that, yeah, piece of that, my man. And see, that's what it's all about. See, you got to know and understand some people. A lot of times, these foreigners can kill your ass and knock your ass off and get away with it. Why? Because they are nationalists. See, they have claimed their nationality. See, us as a people, like I say, we've been knocked in the head. I know a lot of us don't even know who the fuck we are. We don't even know our nationality. And we don't even know enough of our nationality to be able to claim our nationality. And see, once we know and learn and know and understand that this is what it's about being a nationalist. See, it's about claiming your nationality. This is how these motherfuckers come down here and get money. They get grants. They open up businesses and this and that and blah, 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 because they are what you call nationalists. We are nationalists as well, and we are a nation. We have a nationality. But see, we have to learn to get back to that shit and claim our nationality and move forward. And that's some deep shit. And I'll read my man comment again. He say, 3/5 of a person. You missing your God and your nationality. You motherfucking right. And see, once you was robbed of your nationality and you was taught and told that you was otherwise and you was different, they went and transmogrified who you really were and wrote in their constitution that you was 3/5 of a people. Yeah. When you really the gods of this planet. Yeah. When you really the first people. When you really are the first inventors. The same people who wrote that constitution and told that bullshit ass lie and say that you were 3/5 of a people. See, the only reason why I mentioned that to the divestor, because I want the divestor to know and understand that the same system look at them like they look at you. You dig? But see, when the same people who wrote that bullshit that we are 3/5 of a people, know and understand that we are the people who civilized and taught these same people. Yeah. The same people who wrote in the Constitution that we are 3/5 of a people, motherfucker, we civilized them, taught them how to live. We taught them how to eat. We taught them how to dissipate their animals in the whole 9 yards. So what you trying to say, working man? Who was the original Indians? You looking at it, motherfucker. You looking at it. You looking at it. Yeah. See, when you start talking about the golden ages and the dog ages, see, let me explain something to y'all. You originally, you know who the first Europeans were? Motherfucker, the first Europeans looked like me. We was the first people to ever inhabit Europe. Yeah, we was the first to inhabit Europe. There was a time when we was in Europe. Yeah, we was called Moors. We was in Europe. And as years went by, you had a people to come along that we call the Johnny come lates. See, we've been here for billions of years. No one understands something. We don't have a motherfucking birth rate. Yeah, we don't have a birth date. But there was a time when we was in Europe. So boy to fight through now. I can't feel Big Mama and Big Daddy today. I'm walking around looking for it. I feel lost. Charles, ain't no need to feel lost, my brother. because you've been found. You just been found. Only thing you have to do is look inside. Let me tell you something, man. Ain't nobody gonna love you more than you love yourself. See, ain't nobody gonna protect you or fight for you more than you gonna protect and fight for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You know, if somebody attack you, you gonna fight to the death to protect you and do what you gotta do for you. No, ain't nobody gonna do that like you gonna do it. So the point I'm making is this. To do anything, to accomplish anything, to overcome or beat anything, to destroy or demolish anything, you first have to be in tune with self. This is how you ignite the fire. This is how you unleash the beast. Look inside, because it's in there. You want to learn the mathematics, you want to understand the numbers, you want to understand the mathematics and the power. It's all inside. This is the reason why it was written in the book that if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. You got to have the faith of a mustard seed in you. See, y'all been taught to believe in a spook. Y'all been taught to believe in a spook. The same way you was taught to believe that a motherfucking Santa Claus was coming down your chimney delivering presents. Imagine you got to be one bold motherfucker to teach this shit to motherfucking children who come up in the ghetto. Imagine teaching this shit to children who coming up in the hood. Do you know what's gonna happen if you caught in the motherfucking hood coming that we have chimneys in the hood, in the ghetto. But if you had a chimney and a fat white man was coming down your motherfucking chimney in the ghetto, do you know what's gonna happen to him? He gonna get shit up. Yeah, he gonna get hit with that Uzi. Y'all had a nerve to teach this shit to children in the ghetto. Santa Claus coming to your house delivering presents. The same way they taught you about a Santa Claus, they also taught you to believe in an entity. That don't even exist. I'm just here, man. I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? To talk a little bit and to spit some game, you know what I mean? Y'all will never hear me say no shit like hit the cash app or I won't even fuck all that. I ain't with that. But yeah, this is the world we living in. So y'all got to get with it, man. For all you old schools out there, you got to accept the fact. You living in a new time, you living in a new zone, a new era. You know, you got to maintain your maturity as an adult, but no one understands you got to know how to move in this society. See, like I say, I come from an era where, you know, if you was old sissy, you know, we might whoop your ass and shit. It ain't gonna be nice for you coming across our path because we knew that shit was going against the natural balance of nature. But the natural balance of nature have been transmogrified Damn, somebody shooting. The natural balance of nature have been transmogrified in this society. I once did some traveling one time and read in a book about Sodom and Gomorrah and how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of the abominations that was happening. And if I'm not mistaken, in the book, in Sodom and Gomorrah, there were some people who went to one of the disciples' house or one of the private house or whatever the case may be. We will support you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, you support the motherfucking real. I don't want nothing from you. Support the real. Support the real. Because I am real. I'm solid. 100. I'll tell you something, I'm rare. And I'm the last of a dying breed. I'm the last of a dying breed. I believe in men being masculine. I believe in women being feminine. I believe in old school traditional marriages. And the women of the day, I think they got it twisted when they talk about women being married and submitting to their man. Let me tell you something, I'm a married man. I'm married to a black woman, and my wife submit to me, but when my wife submit to me, that don't mean, let me tell you something, I don't pressure my wife and be, oh, you better have me some dinner on the stove, or if I come home, my wife be like, I don't feel like cooking. Respect. Respect. I don't make no issue because I understand. She may not feel like cooking today. You know what I mean? I do the laundry in my house. My wife don't have to do the laundry. I don't mind cleaning or anything because I'm a clean individual. If she say, I don't feel like doing something, I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like this and that, I don't pressure her. I do it my damn self. And I do a damn good job at it. To be honest with you, a lot of times I prefer to do it myself. Because my mom's taught me very well. You did? So in this society, we got to know and understand, man, a lot of time when women be talking about, oh, we ain't submitting to no man, I think they got it misunderstood. I think they got it misunderstood. Their mindset has been transmogrified to believe that they have to be like a slave to be married to a man. Hell no, that ain't the case. That ain't the case. I'm an understanding motherfucker. I ain't perfect. I got things that I need to work on, of course. Facts, God. We the last in the haystack. Stay up. Yeah, we the last, man. No doubt. So I take pleasure in being in my age group, and I take pleasure in what I have at this particular moment. As far as my wife, I have a traditional wife. I'm a traditional husband, but at the same time, it's not with that transmogrified understanding. Like I say, I don't pressure my wife to, if she says she don't feel like doing something, I don't say shit. I'll do it my damn self. For sure. Yeah, I'll do it myself. It ain't like she got to be pressured. Oh, she got to feel like she's all of us have faults. No doubt, man. All of us have faults, and you should never look for faults in people. We all have faults. We all have faults, man. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking on the misunderstandings of life. We all have faults. Ain't nobody perfect. Because I goddamn sure ain't. I damn sure ain't. I ain't perfect with a dang. But we living in a world, man, where we done got away from all that. And the whole point that I'm trying to make is for us old heads out here, we got to know and understand that this is where we at. Yeah, Big Mama told me that. Yeah, Big Mama gonna tell you the truth. We gotta accept the fact. This is where we at, man. And this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I hear young men saying, I'm like, dude, why you wanna do that type of shit? Why you wanna, that's an abomination, my man. Why would you wanna, they say this is the new way. They say this the new way. So I'm like, okay, this is the new thing. Okay, the new thing is men putting their phallus inside of another man's anus. Okay, this the new way? No, that shit is sick. They say, oh, you know, as long as he's feminine and you know this, I don't give a damn. He's still a man. No disrespect to what nobody do, but I'm just saying, let's be honest. Then you got the women. They find it feasible as well to lay with another woman. Let me tell y'all a quick story. I know this female. She in a relationship with another female right now as we speak. Her and this female living together. Now, female A is her crib. Female A got a car. Female A have a little boy as well. Now, female B is the female that's living with female A, but they in a relationship. Now, female B, she don't have no credit. She don't have no car. She work a job. So it's like female B is like a Pookie and Ray Ray. Now, female A, mind you, she got a whole little boy with a young thug nigga in prison for murder who about to get out. And female A been going down there to see this young thug nigga, right? So I'm telling female B, listen, don't get it twisted. When that boy get out, she gonna be with him. You know what I mean? And right now, it ain't nothing but straight up turmoil in that household. I guess I ain't really making no point with that story, but I'm just telling y'all what's happening. What's going on in this world that we living in. Now, you know how that situation gonna turn out, right? You know how that situation gonna turn out. Cause see, when dude get out, guess what female A gonna do? She already showing the signs. She in a relationship with another female, laying up with a female right now, but she got a whole child. Man, the little boy ain't even 10 years old yet. She got a whole child, which is a clear indication that what? She like me. No doubt. Charles D. Green, big ups to your OG. Oh, you hitting nails on the head, God, brother. You know, without, no doubt, no doubt. No doubt. So that's a clear indication that female A, what does she like? She still like the meat, nigga. So female B been getting mad, posting videos and talking shit, this and that, about the situation. But you know how this situation gonna turn out? See, female A gonna cut female B off. Oh, she gonna get back with that little thug nigga, cause they like bad boys. And female B, guess what she gonna be? She gonna be sleeping on her mama's couch. So the point I'm making is, you got the Cynthia G's and these divestors get on YouTube and talk about Blackistan and talk about black men and the Pookies and Ray Rays. Let me tell you something. You got Pookies and Ray Rayettes out here doing the same shit. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It's going down out here. And that's real talk. You born looking like your mother and father. But you die looking like what? Your decisions. My main objective in everyday life, man, There's two things I try to do every day. I try to help somebody, and I keep that close connect with my kids, man. Because that's what actually matters to me. You know what I mean? And that's real talk. Because they all you got. And you all they got. You dig? But like I say, man, I'm just here to talk. We living in a world. We gotta accept this shit, man. Accept it. Acceptance is everything. See, let me tell you something about a convict. No, not a convict. Let me explain something to you about the human body. I don't give a damn what situation you're in. Your body is designed to adapt. You will adapt to that situation. You know what I mean? You get 25 years in the penitentiary, you thinking, oh, I can't do this. Your motherfucking ass would adapt. I done seen people adapt in the penitentiary, man, and turn into straight up killers. That shit was already in them. I done seen people adapt and that shit was already in them. But you gonna adapt to your environment. Trust me on that shit. You're gonna adapt to your environment. So what we have to do now, man, is we have to adapt. That don't mean you have to accept or be a part of it, but you gotta adapt to your motherfucking environment that you living in today, man. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, especially if you got children, man. Do you know how I feel every day knowing that how much and how hard I have to work to convince my children I'm doing the same thing you doing. I ain't got to work either. Or, yeah. Do you know how hard it is on a daily basis, man, knowing that I'm trying to preach to my kids, but at the same time, knowing that social media got more of their time than I do? Did you hear what I said? You trying to teach your kids, preach to your kids, but social media got more of their attention than you do. See, this is when you have to explain to your children facts right there, no doubt. And this is the reason why you had to explain to your children about choices. See, they have to know and understand. I'm gonna tell you, I told my daughters, I said, listen, I know this is heartbreaking for you to hear what I'm about to tell you. I say, but know and understand something. Your younger years is really not about enjoyment. We've been taught and programmed to, to believe in our 16, 17, 18, it's party time. No, that's really times to get your shit in perspective. Your younger years is times to get your shit in perspective. Know how to make yourself become a wife. No one understand what it means to be married before you motherfucking carry. No one understand what it means to be married before you get pregnant by niggas and shit. Your younger years is basically about getting your life in perspective. And see, this is why our young sons and daughters need their fathers in their lives. See, my kids, me and their mama ain't together, but guess what? I'm gonna be in their life by any means, nigga. I knock down walls. I'm a beast. Ask somebody. I'm gonna be in minds. And this is why it's so important to be in your kid's life, man, and to be able to talk to them and explain things to them so that they can know and understand that, hey, life is based on the choices you make. And the choices you make can and will determine your future. You understand what I'm saying? I got a daughter who just turned 18 today. Just turned 18 today. You dig? And I told her, look, straight up, I say at this point, from this point, it's about your choices and decisions that you make. And I told my daughter today, I told her on the phone, I say, listen here. Yeah. And I told her, I say, listen, yeah, you born looking like your mother's father, but you die looking like your decisions. Now, what are you going to do from this point? And I think that is the most important teachings that your children need to be getting. I think as parents, we got a lot of shit misunderstood, and we trying to teach our children a lot of shit. But like, you gotta let a child be a child. See, you gotta let a young woman, a young man be a young woman, but you have to do your part as far as what you're telling them. Because no one understands that they've been fed a bunch of bullshit. But you the first teacher, the mother and the father. Let me tell you something. And I want you motherfuckers to know and understand this very clearly. Because there's no excuses when it comes to this. A child, a young woman or a young man, I don't give a damn what they've been taught over social media and over the internet. When they got a mother and father in their ear telling them shit, they are going to always take to what their parents have taught them. But you got to be teaching them. I got 4 black young men. No doubt. But you got to be in here. And I'm going to tell you something. Here's a fact that we all got to accept. Only thing you can do is teach them and tell them. I think that's a hard pill to swallow when it comes down true. What you mean, working man? They got to get out there and they got to learn on their own. And they gonna learn on their own. Yeah, it's a mind thing, no cap. No doubt. No doubt. And these are the whole point I'm making is this. See, this is what you need to teach your children. Because regardless of what you teaching, I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be the best goddamn teacher. Experience. Because regardless of what you teaching, they're gonna go out there and they're gonna try the shit. But you know, just like my uncles told me when I was young, when I was wild. My uncle told me one night, he said, boy, you play with fire, you get burned. Real talk, you play with fire, you get burned. You dig? I was taught back in the days what it meant not to burn bridges, because the bridges that you burn would be the same bridge that you have to cross. See, I was taught these things back in my day, and it was broken down and explained. See, today, we have to do the same, man. The whole point I'm basically what I'm trying to say is, that's all the fuck you can. But you have to make sure you at least doing that. You have to be in there. You have to be teaching your youngest, man. You have to be talking to them. Let me tell you something. Buying your kids Jordans and shit, and the material things, that ain't what they need today, man. It's that wisdom, that knowledge, and understanding. You got to be in here. Because as they get older, they're going to look back on things that you taught them. Let me tell you something, man. That shit mean more than money. That shit mean more than money. Facts. We can only tell them right from wrong. They still got to step and learn, yeah, and all, yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, man. But we at least got to be doing that. And the point I'm making is, I'm trying to get y'all to understand how important it is to be giving them that wisdom, that knowledge, and that understanding. So what you saying, working man? Yeah, as fathers and shit, motherfuckers, you got to be there. It ain't, let me tell you something. It ain't about your presence. It's about your presence in the essence. You understand what I'm telling you? Did you just hear what the hell I just said? It's not about the presence. It's about your presence in the essence. It's about you being that man to give them that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding, that gain. Because you the last. You all they got. Social media gonna teach your son to be a faggot ass nigga. Yeah, I said it. The world gonna teach your son. The world gonna teach your daughter that hate her brothers, that hate her fathers. The world gonna teach your daughter to go back and lay and suck the phallus of the slave masters' grandsons. Word up. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. For sure, man. Y'all know I ain't telling no lie. I ain't telling number of facts. And once again, the whole point I'm making is this. From a psychological standpoint, no one understands, man, we in a different world, we're in a different time zone. The things that we find to be shameful, that shit is accepted now. You know what I mean? It's accepted now. You know, it's okay for these young fools to run around here with their pants hanging off their ass and shit, sagging. Sagging niggas spelled backwards. See, that shit has been promoted. It's okay now. It's okay for modern black women to accept bestiality. Not bestiality, but obesity. To be fat and shit. And out of shape. And to accept that shit. Which mine would. And to accept that shit. It's being cool. When it's actually. Let me clear something. I know you got a lot of women today, they call themselves divestors and shit. And let me clear something up, call themselves divestors. And, oh, we don't identify with the black community, and we ain't like the hood girls and, you know, and all this old shit. Let me tell you something about white men, the so-called white men of brains. See, they like skinny ass women. And for all you skinny ass divestors out there, let me tell you something. Real brothers ain't attracted to you motherfuckers, no. We don't want no skinny ass woman. Now, I'm not saying that being a big fat 300-pound woman with stomach hanging to the goddamn floor and all this old shit is attractive. No, I'm not saying that. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a married man, and as a black man, let me tell you something. Most brothers, like, we like a little meat on our plate. You know what I'm saying? We like a little cake with our motherfucking meat. Now, I'm not saying that we like big, sloppy, fat, out of shape women, but we do like thick women. You understand what I'm saying? We like nice looking women with nice breasts and fat ass and shit. You know what I mean? That's nice with that thing. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie about that. And I can say, you know, black men and brass. See, we got two different things. See, white men like skinny ass women. So for all you old skinny ass divestors out there talking about, oh, we ain't attracted to you black men. Look, we ain't attracted to y'all ass no way. Yeah. We like our women thick with a nice old fat tush and big titties and shit. Fat lips. Nappy hair. Yeah. I love my motherfucker. Women with black women. Fat ass, fat, you know. But I'm a married man. I don't mean to be, you know, listen, I'm just telling y'all what it is. So you divestors, don't get it twisted and misunderstood and thinking, oh, y'all talking this old shit. Oh, we ain't attracted to y'all. No, we ain't attracted to y'all skinny ass. We don't want no skinny ass woman, no ass, no acetol, no titty, skinny trying to look like Becky's. Take your ass over to the brand. Yeah. We like asses we can put cups on and shit. Fat ass, ghetto butts and shit. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. Y'all black men, y'all know what y'all like. To each his own, but it's being real. Y'all know the game. Yeah, grab like skinny ass women. Brads don't like what I like. Yeah, but since Brads don't like what I like. So when these divestors be on here talking over that old shit, I just be laughing like, yeah. You ain't my type, no. Take your ass over there to pray. Let him eat them bones and shit. Yeah. I like ham hocks and shit. I like ham hocks, collard greens, and cornbread, and pinto greens, and shit on my plate with a side of Kool-Aid. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want no little ass woman. Little skinny ass woman. No disrespect to nobody, but hell, that's what them white boys like. Yeah. They like them sticks. They like women that's 110 pounds and shit. I mean, you know, yeah. Looking out for your health is the best thing. But you know, you could be thick and in good health. Just don't be no blog and all fat and out of shape. Salute, Stephen Green. Hey, listen here, man. Salute and big ups to all the people in the chat. Man, I appreciate y'all even coming in and rocking with the working man. You already know what it is. The Working Man TV Big Brother OG. That motherfucking word. You know what I mean? I've been hanging out a little bit today, you know what I mean? Wife been calling me, you know. Sometimes I got to get out and get a little bit of help. But, you know, of course, everything is done in moderation. Everything is done in respect. I will get my ass home before it gets too late. No dizzy. Okay. I'm just out, man, you know, Christmas Eve. Happy holiday to y'all that celebrate holidays or whatever the case may be. Yeah. No one understands something. Black women are the only ones you don't see in the gym. Man, hey, that's crazy. What the fuck is up with that shit? Black women are the only ones you do not see in the gym. Man, let me tell you something. I used to work at the YMCA some years back. Salute. Peace to all y'all in the chat, man. Much love. You know what I mean? Hit the cash out. If y'all niggas ain't sending nothing to the cash out, then shoot, y'all better imagine that shit. Imagine me coming over here trying to talk bad to y'all because y'all ain't sending nothing to my cash out. Fuck that. This is food. Yeah, working man. Yeah, no doubt. I used to work at the YMCA, and I was a maintenance man at the YMCA at one time, years back. And man, I used to go down through there, man, and I put the lights in, you know, in the workout room and shit. And let me tell you something, man. I ain't never seen no sisters in there working out. It was always babies. Sisters would not hit the goddamn gym. Hey, listen here. I'm in my 50s and shit, right? I do calisthenics. I still sprint and the whole 9 yards. No one understands something, y'all. I used to be 270 pounds. I was obese. I had high blood pressure, sugar. They swear I had diabetes the whole 9 yards. Listen here, man, I lost that weight. Right now, I'm less than 200 pounds. I'm about 190 some pounds right now. I lost all that motherfucking weight. Let me tell you something. I don't have diabetes, high blood pressure, none of that shit. You do like women from the Philippines. I'm dating one that's from the Philippines. I've never experienced being with a woman from the Philippines. You know, I don't know a lot about Philippine women, so I can't say nothing bad. But from a personal experience, I've never experienced that. You know. I don't know what that's like. I've only experienced black women. I've never been outside my race. You know what I mean? That's the way I get down. That's the way I get down. Yeah, I've never been with a white woman. I've never been with a Philippine, a Mexican, or none of that. Only women I ever been with out of my whole life was black women. You know? And that's just that. That's the way I was raised. That's the way I was taught. Not from a racial standpoint, but when I was a kid, I was taught about genetic survival. And I know and understand what it means to survive from a genetic standpoint. So with all that being said, today, you have a lot of things that's being implemented. Like a lot of shit that you see over social media, what you see on YouTube, what you see on the commercials and shit like that, ain't nothing but an implementation of the devil's work. Because see, the devil know that he dying off. The devil know that he's small in number. The devil know that he's an endangered species. So the devil would try to survive by any means necessary, even if it means watering down his race just to survive. And this is where you get the mixing of children at, you know, the so-called blacks and the so-called whites and this and that. See, anything to diminish us and promote interracial childbirth they trying to survive, man. They trying to survive. That's all it is. That's all it is, you know. Because there was a time when, you know, that's all it is, man. That's all it is. I seen a man with false eyelashes. You seen a man with false eyelashes in public. Well, get ready. Because you finna see a whole lot more, my man. You finna see a whole lot more. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. I swear to God, you ain't seen nothing yet. You say you seen a man with false eyelashes? False eyelashes? They got titties. They got titties now. They ain't just got false eyelashes. They got titties now. Hey, go intermission. After these messages, we'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. V101.9. Back in the saddle. Hey, check this out, y'all. I want to share something with y'all right quick. How y'all feel about poetry? Yeah, no doubt, my nigga. Already. The reddest ever did it. How y'all feel about poetry? See, you know, rap basically ain't nothing but poetry, right? I appreciate y'all rocking with me on the line, man. Rap is basically poetry. And back in my days, right, I used to be a rapper and shit, right? You know, back in my days, but I done got too old for that. But I want to share something with y'all, man. Tell me what y'all think about this. Tell me what y'all think about this, man. Hold on, give me a minute. Tell me what y'all think about this. I'm finna share something with y'all right quick. Because, you know, I sat alone in the dark, right? And I always say, I sat alone in the dark. Thinking about them cell blocks. Thinking about them wicked folks on the street and crooked cops. Choking L's. Easing the anger cause I'm facing danger. I pray to God that I don't ever see the gas chamber. But all in all, the world forgot about reality. So many homeless people on the street is killing me. Poverties and HIVs ruin my streets. Crack babies born daily, when we gonna find peace? Wish everybody can be true to life. Understand the meaning of breathing and commit to keep it true to life. God bless those diseased and sick. They say whatever's in the heart, the mouth and tongue is gonna spit it, that's it. A lot of folk commercialize, rapping about some 20-inch rims when you got judges out here taking lives. I don't never want to see 25 to life, Miller. It's bad enough I'm still in prison on the street thriller. See, my brain is my brain. For those lost or confused, I wish I can give you half of my brain. And my thought is one thought. The daily lives that we live should be a lesson taught, for real. The whole world is a big lesson. We live now, die later, take it as a blessing. The world make one turn. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, where we all burn, we turn. I give respect to the deaf and blind. I give respect to the deaf and blind. They can't see the fake, but fill them out like one at a time is easy. You hear what I said? I give respect to the deaf and blind. They can't see the fake, but fill them out like one at a time is easy. Death to the fakers and all fakers. Pray the Lord protect you from bullets, cause that's what we get of fakers. Death to the fakers and all fakers. Pray the Lord protect you from bullets, cause that's what we get of fakers. They say the world gonna end by fire. Just imagine living life and they get the rain and fire from the sky. Is it the truth or could it be a lie? Already know that it's a cold-blooded lie. But homeless people on the street, I found that can be true. From prostitution to pollution, that can also be true. The government, they got it locked from alcohol as the crack. That alcohol eat up your liver, leave you flat on your back. Crack, it got them where they won't even support their kids. Long as they beaming up the sky, that they say, fuck that shit. Then you got babies having babies, a girl 13. Already giving birth and don't destroy their dreams, it seems. My life is like a big picture. But yet and still this shit be getting so dark when life be dealing with you. The whole world is a big lesson. We live now, die later, take it as a blessing. The world make one turn. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, when we all burn, return. It's a blessing if we see tomorrow. It's a blessing if we see tomorrow. Whoa. Real lyrics. Real lyrics from the OG. True to life, there's a thing called pain that we all got to face with and fight, man. Imagine being homeless, down on your luck, pockets broke, straight boneless. Speaking about some hard times, man, I can tell you about some hard time that blows your fucking mind. See, life is like a cold beat. It's just like walking on some bottles that they're breaking, they're cutting your feet. Did y'all hear that? True to life, there's a thing called pain that we all got to face with and fight, man. Imagine being homeless, down on your luck, pockets broke, straight boneless. Speaking about some hard times, man, I can tell you about some hard times that blows your fucking mind. Life is like a cold beat. It's just like walking on some bottles. If they're breaking, they're cutting your feet. Remember running across a homeless dude. We sat in the park and drunk a brew and kicked some riddles for two. He told me things that was true to life. He even told me about that afterlife, but check it. Ain't got time to play no games, keep it real. Some of y'all fools need your caps peeled. Rapping about some diamonds and shit. When you got fools on the street straight starving in this bitch. Now don't forget about that HIV. It hit them off and take their weight and then they slowly die in G. The Bible states that at the end of time, there will be a plague that hit the world and destroy for all times. Some of you fools need to wake up and get real. Quit talking all this nonsense for a record deal. Cause everybody got to die. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and there's no lie. Why? I look up at the sky. Damn, why did my mama have to die? You get it? True to life. There's a thing called pain that we all got to face with and fight, man. Working Man TV. I'm out this bitch.